What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking an updated look at the Jordan 4 Rare Air. This is the God Killer batch from the US warehouse. Before we get into them, I want to remind you this video and all the content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you never have before, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe while you're here. I really appreciate that. It's so helpful. You can also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll have all of it in the description of the video. Guys, I really appreciate it. Let's take a look at these fours. So guys, I have, obviously, if you keep up on the channel, I've reviewed this shoe multiple times, even this one, the God Killer batch. However, this is from the US warehouse. As I said, been trying to pick up more from there just to show you guys what you can expect and also share my experience with you. Got these in 5 business days. Again, Kickwho. Here's their information, including that discount code kvegas. Be sure to use that. I really appreciate it. I know they'll take care of you. And let's see how they did with these Jordan 4s. So of course you got your Jordan 4 outsole. Everything looks as it ought to. This is all in the solid rubber compound. You can see all the different colors, your stars, branding, everything looks really nice. That midsole semi-gloss paint finish. There's your exposed air unit. Paint lines look pretty crisp all the way around. Don't really see any issues going from these red stars to the kind of bluish gray. It's a nice crisp line. That's something I always look for, because sometimes even the better batches don't get that quite as clean, and that looks perfect. No smudging, super nice line. Same thing with your stitching on the toe box. Everything looks to be completely on point. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort, these are men's 13, and if you follow my channel, you know that, I've said it before, but I don't want to assume you've seen my videos, but the God Killer batch, I've never had an issue with sizing. They fit like any of my retails, and that holds true here. So I'm going to tell you to go with whatever you normally wear in a Jordan 4, and you'll be good to go. Comfort-wise, these are going to come with a polyurethane insole, which I know is a lot of people's favorite. I prefer the Dream Cell, but they're both great. Would definitely rather have that over what we used to get, just those blue foam Ortholite insoles. These are much better. So pretty comfortable on foot for a Jordan 4 between the insole and the paddedness of the upper, especially the tongue on this one's super padded and just kind of hugs your foot, a little bit more comfy. Now, the upper of the shoe is where, in my opinion, this one stands out from some of the other ones that I reviewed. Just the overall shape and the materials look to be very nice. Does have that kind of SB shape and the more tapered toe box, which I love. The upper portion right here is this really buttery nubuck, which even in this darker color is definitely showing some good movement. Love to see that. And then this mudguard area around the toe cap really stands out from some of the others that I have reviewed. This suede material, very soft, shows good movement to it. Great material on that one. And again, you have that nice tapered toe box. Love to see that. Again, getting back to our roots, more to the OG look that we would have gotten. For a while there, we were getting some super bulky toe boxes that looked awful. This looks really nice and bounces back a little slowly, but it does bounce back. Of course, you're going to have your black netting over top of that mesh. Black laces. It does come with the deep blue, I think is what this is called, lace as well, which I think could definitely make this pop. Probably swap those out. I may not do that for the on foot just because it's a pain, but eventually we'll do that. Definitely, that kind of sets this one apart even more from just the bread Jordan 4 with those blue laces. But you do have both options, of course. Up at the top, of course, your flight patch is removable. I took it off the other shoe, so we'll see that here in a moment. More of this really nice nubuck, and it is the OG style tongue, so you do have that material, the padding kind of tucked behind that nubuck. The back of the tongue is gray, sock liner in that deep royal blue, and then you can see the branding down there on the insole. I did remove that from the other shoe, so we'll see that here in a little bit. Got a matte finish on your lace crowns and your wing, and again, it is that smaller netting patch for the SB shape. And then the back of the shoe, love this, that they did that tab in blue. That definitely made it stand out even more from just like a bread Jordan 4. If they had done that in black, I still would have liked the shoe, but I don't think it would have had as much character. That looks really, really nice. So you got the Nike Air in that kind of light bluish silver, and tab bounces back. All right, the shape looks good. And then our medial side, again, nice tapered on the toe box. And you can, I don't really have to say it, you can see the materials on this one, guys. So nice. Really did a good job with this one. This actually, I need to go pull it out. This might be a little bit better than my release from the regular warehouse. The suede on this toe cap area, or the mud guard, whatever, really great. So while we're looking at these, I do want to address something, because I've gotten not a ton, but enough people ask me this just to go ahead and address it. Why the shipping cost is what it is from the US warehouse. So they had to send them from overseas to the US warehouse. So they had to pay for that shipping to get it here, and then they have to pay from the US warehouse to you. So they actually had to pay shipping twice. So that's why you pay the shipping cost that you do. Shipping cost is the same whether you get it from the US warehouse or the regular. The big advantage of the US warehouse is you get them quicker. It's not necessarily cheaper unless they're running like a sale, which they do at the time of this video. They are having a sale right now. But just in general, the big advantage of the warehouse in the US is just getting them much quicker. So I just wanted to address that, because I had several people just message me about it, not really understanding. I guess they thought since they were already in the US, they should get shipping either free or heavily discounted. And obviously they're just trying to recoup their costs from getting them over here. So anyway, now that we dealt with that, so here's that rare air underneath the flight patch with this Velcro. And I'll go ahead and show you that one from this shoe. Looks the same, but just try to show you everything. Also had the kind of frosted Nike Air hang tag in that royal blue. And let's take a look, get the light on here, and we'll take a look at the strobel. So you have the white strobel, you can see size 13, extra threading taped down. You do have your bands on both sides of the tongue, as you would expect. And then our size tag. Okay, these are going to come with some regular tissue paper, not shoe trees or anything like that. And then our insole, get that light back off, is the polyurethane with the Rare Air branding and that deep royal. And of course it is for a men's size 13. So that's all good. Let's set them aside and take a look at the box for this release. So you got kind of an homage to the early 2000s era when we had that Face Man box. You kind of got that on the lid, albeit it is much darker than what we got back in the day. The one we got then was more silver and the face was much more visible, but that is the same look, same image that they used. You just got the black on the bottom with the Jumpman and the flight, your branding on the very bottom of the box, and then your label. It's going to be Air Jordan 4 Retro. We got black, fire red, and deep royal blue. Men's 13 inside the lid. You can see the Jumpman and the flight script. You got your cement print tissue paper, white paper underneath of that, and then there's an anti-mold sticker there on the opposite side of the box label. Box is absolutely perfect. No damage to it at all, which has been my experience in general from Kickwho, but certainly from the US warehouse. I haven't had any issues from there. So that's always nice. And the shoes, again, spot on. They look really good. Again, I need to go compare, but they may be slightly better than the pair I got from the regular warehouse. This suede, man, really nice. So anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review of the Air Jordan 4 Rare Air, the God Killer batch from the US warehouse. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.